see covered here and
Yeah.
every different direction.
I think we're ready for whatever it is. You know, we're planning on it being wet and windy, and if it's not, then it's pretty easy to make that kind of adjustment. So guys are definitely prepared for wet balls, and you know, we have experience here, at least some of us do, playing in a game like this. So be fun. Get out there and play in the mud a little bit.
I heard the tiger rag playing in the background. Was that you guys at practice? Or?
Yeah, that's the crowd noise we've been playing.
Tim McKay started last week,
He did.
listed as a starter this week. Just what have you seen from him this year and his growth?
Really physical, has more pancakes than anyone, in the run game. He's improved himself a lot in other areas. We look at, him and Spees as co-starters, and it's really the guys that are grading out the best are being rewarded for that first series. And then there's a rotation that goes on with Anthony Belton as well with Spees. So, proud of Tim for his growth. He's gotten a lot better and has developed and he's worked hard.
I know you don't like to make a lot about the rankings, especially till the end of the season, but is there any intimidation from the players are feeling, knowing that's a top 10 matchup in that sense?
We're not intimidated. We're excited. We're looking forward to the opportunity, and you got two good teams, playing for a lot. And whether you guys think we're good or not, we're excited to go down there and compete, and play against a team we have a lot of respect for.
What status are you injured?
I'm not going to tell you.
Supposed to be mostly dry before that game, especially, people thought that the hurricane was going to have other effects, but are you guys watching that every hour? Do you guys have people watching that to kind of change the game plan at any point during practice?
Yeah, we're well informed. Our operations staff and Boo Corrigan are communicating with all the different people out there. We're talking to Clemson folks as well, so there's a lot of good communication.
I remember back in 2016, you would reach out to some of the families that were in the path. Anything with, like, say, Brandon Cleveland or Shane McDonough or maybe even Corey Dorton. Any heart-to-hearts this week about what their families might be going through?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything. We definitely are reaching out. I know our position coaches are as well. Saw some pretty crazy pictures of what's going on down there. So, we've reached out. It's scary, so hopefully everybody's safe and they've done the right, the different things they need to protect what they can. I think there's going to be a lot of damage control down there.
I understand you're traveling down a little bit early. You made
We
any
are.
other adjustments?
No, just best window to travel was we'll get out of town a little bit earlier for what's happening in South Carolina. So we're just trying to beat it.
Obviously, it's a new season, but how much does it help that there's so many guys from last year's team that know that they have the proof they can beat Clemson?
Yeah, we believe we can beat anybody. And this team obviously did a lot of things last year that hadn't been done here in a while, and so it's a very confident group. It's definitely not a group that thinks that they're just going to show up and win. They know that there's things they have to do right, in the preparation and the practice, and go down there and play a really good team in a place that for 5 years nobody's won. So there's a lot against us that way. But as far as the matchup, our guys are very confident if they play the way that they practiced and make the plays they need to make and strain for as long as it takes, that they can win.
Speaking of practice, Dave, did you have the practice that you wanted this week of stacking days,
Yeah.
ton of days and everything?
Yeah, it's been a really good week. We challenged them. It was loud out there, so it's not all clean, and that's why you practice, but it got better and better as the week went on. The effort and the intensity was excellent.